Matthew here from MiniWarGaming.com, bringing you another Beat That Batrep.
We work so you can play. MiniWarGaming's Beat That Batrep.
This is game number 3 for today. We're hoping that we'll be able to have time to get it done. We have a little over an hour. And we're playing a special scenario with this guy. Fly casual. Anyway. And the scenario involves disabled ships in the middle. I actually have to rescue guys as the Empire. I'm playing the Imperial side, he's playing the Rebel side. It's really odd that I'm rescuing people. But the story behind it is that we've sent operatives in to find out where you guys are. And they were on their way back and their ships got disabled because you guys caught them. But then you just left the disabled ships there and then came back with ships. And so now we're arriving at the same time. And I've got to capture guys and so do you. And I've got to capture 5, get them off the board. And you've got to capture 6 or kill all my guys. I've got 120 points. He's got 100. Because I'm at the disadvantage of having to do something and taking damage from capturing guys. Whereas you just have to shoot them to capture them. But we'll talk about that when we get onto the board as well. So let's take a look at the armies. And let's have some fun. So on the Imperial side, we have the new shuttle, the Lambda Class Shuttle. And that's going to be a lot of fun, so I made sure to kit him out to have lots of cool stuff. So I just brought a low-level pilot because none of the higher-level pilots had any skills that I cared about, and some of them I actually didn't want because they like take extra damage. I don't want him to take extra damage. As you can see from his stats, he's got 3 attack, 1 defense, 5 hull points, and 5 shields. Able to focus and target lock. As for the upgrades, I gave him the anti-pursuit lasers that actually came with him. And so if a enemy ship overlaps me in their movement, then I basically get an attack die of damage against him, but no criticals. I also upgraded him to the ST-321. When acquiring a target lock, you may lock onto any enemy ship in the play area, so it's not limited to range 3. So that'll be helpful at the very beginning. I can just start target locking. I've got the gunner. That's not Chewie. It's just some other Wookiee that's on the Empire side, obviously. And so basically if I attack and do not hit, then I get to attack again. And then I got Sensor Jammer, so I changed one of his hits into a focus, and you can't re-roll that. I got the Ion Cannon to disable ships, and a Rebel Captive once per round. The first ship that declares you as a target of an attack immediately receives 1 stress token, on top of whatever they already have. I brought Howl Runner inside of a TIE Fighter. He's the one that lets other guys re-roll attack dice within range 1. And I gave him Squad Leader, so he can, another guy within range 1 or 2 of him that's a lower skill level than him, gets to do another free action, which is nice. Got Darth Vader and a TIE Advanced. That one is a 2 attack, 3 defense, just like the TIE Fighter, but he has 3 hull and 2 shields and has more actions available. And Darth Vader can perform 2 actions instead of just 1. And he's got Swarm Tactics, so he can give somebody else pilot skill level 9 if they're within range 1. And Concussion Missiles, because they're awesome. And a TIE Interceptor, because I wanted to. Just a low-level pilot, Saber Squadron pilot. And give him marksmanship, which is like a super focus. Basically, you would change one of your focus to a critical and the rest of the hits, rather than just all of the hits. And that is 118 points on the Imperial side. On the Rebel side, of course, if Darth Vader is on one side, who's on the other? Luke Skywalker. And when he defends, he can change one of his focus into an evade, so that's nice. And for upgrades, of course, he takes R2-D2 to get his shields back. He has an expose action. Until the end of the round, increase your primary weapon value by 1, but decrease your agility by 1 too. So if he really wants to do damage, then that's what he can do. Proton torpedoes, which are awesome, of course. And we got Wedge Antilles, the main man, with Luke, level 9 pilot. And basically he reduces your agility by 1 when he attacks, which is a big deal. Oh, push the limit! Oh no, I'm in trouble! So that where he can do a free action by stressing himself out. And proton torpedoes, which are awesome. No R2, or R5, or R3, or whatever. And an A-Wing, just a green squadron pilot. He's green, so he's new. And he's got homing missiles. And that is the Rebel side. What is that, is that 100 points?
100 points.
Exactly 100 points. So the Rebels will have the initiative because they have less points. And it didn't say in the scenario whether they should or should not. So you just go with whoever has the lowest points. Andy has already gone ahead and placed the disabled ships. Basically, the Rebel player gets to place 1 wherever he wants, as long as it's more than range 1 away from the edge. And then the other ones have to be in range 3 of that one, but not within range 1 of each other. So that's where they are. The Imperial side will be here and here. We're actually playing on a 4x4 table, so there's a line right here, imaginary. And I get to deploy on this corner, in that corner. On this corner, anywhere within 3. In that corner, anywhere within 1. And the rebel player deploys in that corner. In this corner, anywhere within 2. And then I've got to go on and rescue guys, and he's got to go on and try to capture them. So we're playing on a 4x4 area here, so we marked it off with this measuring tape. And he deployed his 2 guys right here, Wedge and Luke, close to these guys. And I've got these 3 together, because they work well together with their upgrades. And then the TIE Interceptor on the other side, just to kind of zip in and see if you can do some damage to some guys, get in a good position. And that's it. So Rebels have the initiative, and let's go. So this A-Wing will go first, and he's going to move forward 5.
Your guys anyway.
Okay, he's going to target lock the nearest disabled ship. I made a mistake. The shuttle should have gone first, but I don't think it'll matter too much. He's moving forward 3. And look at him go fast. This is as fast as this guy goes, just so you know. And he's going to target lock, and he has the ability to target lock anybody anywhere on the board. So he'll target the A-Wing. Interceptor will go next, and he's going to move forward 5. And then he's going to boost, just to get a little further forward. Luke is next. Moves forward 1, very slowly. And then he's going to target lock this disabled ship, going for the passengers nice and early. Runner is going to move forward, which apparently is a female.
Yes, she's a female. She's a female.
I didn't know that. I wouldn't guess it, but shows what I don't know about Star Wars.
Yes.
I forgot how much farther he goes.
Because of his base.
Because of his base. Then Wedge goes next, and he's going to move forward 3, banking to the right.
Okay.
Wedge, what are you doing? Whoops.
Oh, jeepers.
No action for you, Wedge.
For you.
Darth Vader is last, and he moves forward 2 as well. So he's going to barrel roll, just get a little extra movement. Because I wish he could boost. So Wedge will fire at the disabled ship. He reduces his agility by 1, so it'll be 3 dice versus 2. 1 hit, but no critical, so I don't even have to roll. Because it's for each, basically at this point, in order for him to capture a passenger, he has to inflict critical hits. Every critical hit that I do not evade, because I get 3 defense, is a capture passengers for the rebel.
Fires proton torpedoes.
Luke is going to fire his proton torpedoes. Wow, seems a little
Get those passengers, man.
Yeah.
I think it's 2.
So he's going to use his target lock. Go ahead.
Okay.
And you get to change 1 focus to a critical with proton torpedoes.
Right there.
And I get my 3 defense. And I ignore both of those. Sorry, man.
That's
Sorry.
okay. It's all right.
And then homing missiles from this A-Wing. Homing missiles, still no criticals. Wow. Homing missiles, you can't use evade tokens, but I don't have evade tokens anyways, but still, it gives them 4 dice attack instead of normal shot. And that is it after turn 1. So now let's get into the turn with some action. So the shuttle gets to go first. He is going to bank to the right, too. Hello, A-Wing. He is not going to attempt to rescue because he would lose 2. He'd take 2 damage for everybody he rescues. So basically, as an action, an Imperial vessel can try to rescue, and for every guy he rescues, he takes damage equal to the number on his maneuver die. So since he did a 2 maneuver, he takes 2 damage for everybody he rescues. Now thankfully this guy has a maneuver that does 0. It is a red maneuver, so he can't do an action normally, but I do have a guy that can give a free action. So that's the combo that I'm looking for there. And the A-Wing gets to go next, and he's going to bank to the right, too. Hoping to disable this guy as soon as possible. And he evades, which is smart. TIE Interceptor will move forward 5. And he's going to boost to get into the firing arc of this guy. And Luke is going to shake off Wedge and move forward 1. And he is going to focus. Really wanted to capture some of those rebels. And then Howl Runner goes next, banking forward right to 3. And he is going to focus. Wedge is going to move forward 4, thankfully not running into Luke.
Right, we took the hint.
Yeah, it's like, sorry, guy.
Anyway.
And he's going to focus. And Darth Vader is going to do a hard right, 3. Oh, I'm hoping to get him within 1 of that. Wedge is going to fire at this disabled ship, reducing its agility down to 2, but it goes back up to 3 at range 3. 3 dice. Well, we got a critical and 2 hits, which will help get that critical. And you got it. Yep. So you stole 1 guy, and that goes into the rebel side. So the score is now 1-0 for the rebels. Luke will then fire at this one.
I'm going to use my expose, or Expose card?
Expose is an action.
You say. Oh, it's an action.
Yeah, so you have to use
okay.
expose as an action
Next
to
time.
reduce your agility by 1 and attack by increase your second one.
You'll fight.
So you get 3 dice against my 3 defense.
Still got to focus on it. I mean,
Yep, and you get to turn that into a hit.
Oh, at the hit. Yeah, it's true. It's true. Okay.
And I evade 1, so you just capture another one. Whoa, already 2. You only need 6 to win, so it's not looking too good. Howl Runner will attack next. 2 attacks against 4 defense. 1 critical hit. And I will focus and make that a hit against 4 dice. Go ahead. Oh! One evade. Are you going to use your evade token
Yeah,
then?
I will.
You might as well.
Might as well use it.
The Interceptor will fire next at range 2, I believe. Yeah, range 2. So it'll be 3 dice versus 3 defense. 2 crits.
Oh, 2 crits.
So you got 1 critical hit. This is one of his 2 shields. So he's going to fire his ion cannon into the Green Squadron pilot. It does not require the target lock to do that. So it's 3 attack dice, and if I do 1 damage, then he, no matter how many damage I do, if I do at least 1 damage, he takes 1 damage, and then he gets an ion token, which basically forces him to move forward 1 next turn. So attack. Oh, 3 hits. Don't even have to use my target lock.
Oh boy.
And that's it.
That's it. So
Yeah, you take,
ionized.
so you lose your shield, and he takes an ion token. So I know where he's going next turn. It's almost better just to keep him ionized rather than like killing him, because if I kill him, he just comes back.
Especially anyway. Turn 1, only 1 up, or just 1.
You have to move forward 1 when you're ionized.
Okay.
So at this point, the score is, there's been 2 scores by the rebels, and nothing for the Imperium. Or Imperial, sorry. Imperium is another game.
Okay, you're using the same.
Starting with my shuttle, his maneuver is red 0, which means he's stressed and can't take any actions. Why would I do something like that? This guy goes next, he has to move forward 1, then he loses the ion token. So you do get an action. He's going to evade so he doesn't get ionized again. TIE Interceptor is going to do a hard turn to the right. So he's going to boost. I want to do a super marksmanship thingy, but he probably won't have a target this turn, so he's going to boost to at least have a target with the X-Wings. Luke is next, just moving forward 1. He really wants to capture those rebel rebels.
Now I'm going to do the expose.
Expose?
Expose.
He's going to expose himself, reducing his agility to 1, but increasing his attack to 4. Howl Runner will then bank to the left 2. And he'll be within 1 of him, so as his action, he's going to give a free action to this guy. And his free action is going to be to rescue 4 rebels. Now I take damage equal to my maneuver dial times the number of rebels I do, but his maneuver dial was 0. 0 times 4 is... Well, where's the calculator? 0. Then Wedge is going to go next, and he's going to go forward 4, right to the face of the TIE Interceptor.
Yep.
Baby, oh baby, oh. And he's target locking the Interceptor at point blank range. And then Vader's last. I don't really like the position I put him in over here. He hasn't been really useful. But maybe he'll be useful this turn a little bit. I wish he was in 1 of him, because then I could give him pilot skill level 9. He's going to barrel roll. And then he'll be within 1. And so he can give him pilot skill level 9. And for his second action, because he gets 2, because he's Darth Vader, he's going to target lock Wedge. Because Wedge has been best friends with his son, and they've just been getting in too much trouble together. So it's time to teach him a lesson. At the beginning of the combat phase, he can give pilot skill level 9 to somebody within 1, so him or him. And I was thinking, oh, this is brilliant, I can give it to him, but then I realized he's 9 and he's got the initiative, he gets to fire first anyways. So it doesn't matter that he fires second. So I will give it to... It doesn't matter. I'll make him level 9. Okay. So I don't think it'll matter though. Oh wait, actually, you know what? I don't want to give him level 9 because I want him to eat up your evade token. So he's not going to give it to anybody. He's going to hoard it all to himself. And then Wedge is going to fire at the poor little Saber Squadron pilot. Yep. He's going to get 4 dice, and he's target locked. Oh boy. Good thing you're target locked. Reroll. So okay. 2 crits. 2 crits. So 3 defense dice. Oh! Totally evaded. Luke is going to fire point blank range, and he's got his 4 dice because he's exposed. Go ahead. Oh, a hit and a crit, but I got 3 defense, and I evade 1, so you capture another one. So you're up to 3. Alan will fire at range 2, so he gets 2 attack dice. He gets 1 hit, and you've got 3 defense, plus an evade token.
So
go ahead.
Hopefully I rolled. So
there we go. 3 evades. A little overkill, don't you think?
Yep, a little bit.
Now the TIE Interceptor is going to fire at point blank range.
4, is it?
I think, you know what I forgot with Wedge, is that you reduce my agility by 1.
Oh yeah.
That's too bad. because I don't know what that outcome would have been. So, 2 hits. And I don't think he gets to do anything, no, because he didn't use marksmanship. Okay. So you got 2 defense dice, 1 evaded, so you lose 1 of your 2 shields. And then, last but not least, will be the shuttle.
No, him.
Well, he doesn't get to shoot anybody.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I guess he could shoot at that. Might as well take a shot. Yeah. 2 dice against 3. Here you go.
Take a shot.
Nope, nothing. Need criticals. Yep. Okay, and then he's going to fire. I've got a target lock on him. So I will re-roll this one. Oh. So 3 hits against 3 dice. No, so he's ionized. You're not dead.
I'm not. I take 1 more damage.
Yeah, take 1 damage, so you're down to 1 hull point. And he is ionized, so he only gets to move forward 1 next turn. So the score is 4 for the Imperial to 3 for the Rebels. And but mine aren't off the board. Whenever he captures, he automatically gets them. But if he kills this guy, then I lose the ones that he's carrying, which obviously would be the end of the game. So next turn, start the shuttle. He's going to do a green maneuver, 2 forward. That'll remove his stress, and he is going to focus. And then this guy is ionized, so he's just going to move forward 1, and then lose his ion token, and then take whatever action he wants. Target locking that poor disabled ship full of these poor rebels. Tiny Tips is going to move next. He's going to bank right 3. He's going to do his super marksmanship. I was going to put a focus token down there to remind us. Luke Skywalker moves to the right 3. And he is going to focus. However, then goes, and he's going to do a sharp turn to the left. And he's going to evade. Then Wedge is going to move forward gently 1. 2. He's going to focus. Is he going to push the limit?
Push the limit.
He's pushing the limit, man. He's pushing the limit. What's he going to do for his free action?
I guess I'd have to put a lock on, right?
On who?
Good question.
He's going to lock the shuttle. I'm going to just give him my lock because I'm going to be locking at somebody else. Oh. There you go. And lastly, Darth Vader is going to move forward 5. And he doesn't even lift. He's going to target lock that poor Green Squadron pilot. And he's going to focus because he can do 2 actions. Okay, Wedge is going to go first.
Okay.
Who's he going to target?
Shuttle.
The shuttle.
If I can.
And he reduces his agility down
by 1
to 0. Yep. But I'm at range 3, so we'll go back up to 1. 3 dice first 1. 1, 2 hits against nothing. So I take 2 damage, so my shields are down to 3. We forgot that he could have rerolled, so he rerolled the 1, he got a focus, and then he uses focus. So that's important when I shoot at him. So I'm actually down to 2 shields. And Darth Vader will target the poor ship with only 1 thing left. And I think he's in range 1. Just barely.
Barely.
So he'll get 3 dice against your 3 defense, but I've got focus and a target lock. Here's the attack. Well, let's do the target lock. Yep. And then the focus. So 3 hits against your 3 dice. And you're dead.
Boom!
So there goes the A-Wing. And then Luke is going to attack the ship. And he is out of... I will say he's in range 1, just barely. So 4 dice, because he's not exposed, versus my 4 dice.
Focus.
Oh,
it doesn't matter.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Oh, focus against him is completely useless. Yeah. Oh no, it's good at padding against the criticals. So that's too bad. Then Hal Runner is going to attack Wedge. I forgot that he allows these guys to re-roll their attack dice. I could have re-rolled them. Actually, Darth Vader had perfect 3 hits, so it doesn't matter. But he doesn't get to re-roll his own. So he attacks here. He'll have 2 dice against 2. A critical and a focus, but I don't have any focus on. I should have focused, knowing that you would have gone after the shuttle, and you evade the critical. Nice. Finally, my interceptor, who has a super focus, gets 4 dice against 2 on Luke. All right, 4 dice. Change this one to a critical. So I got 2 hits and a critical against 2 defense, and you have 1 evade.
1 evade. So I took a hit.
So a hit and a critical, but you had 2 shields. So you lost 2 shields, which you'll be able to regain with R2-D2. A-Wing gets to come back on. I get to choose the corner, so I'm going to choose that corner over there because I think it'll be the least effective from there. The A-Wing will be pilot skill level 1 because that's who comes back on, and he moves forward 5. And what's he going to do for his action?
I will do just a focus.
And then the shuttle is going to do a hard right, which is a red maneuver for a shuttle. So he wants to get these rebels off the board. And so now he is Squadron pilot. Oh, I think I anticipated you already having moved when I do this. Doing a hard right. Yeah. Nutzoid. No super focus for him. No action. And Luke will bank slightly to the left. But not in base, just barely out of base. So he's going to expose himself at the risk of Saber Squadron pilot getting him in the rear end, but he also regained a shield because he did a green maneuver and has R2-D2. Howl Runner is going to move forward 3. Oh, he fits.
You're good.
So he's going to give a free action to Darth Vader, who's going to rescue one guy. And we're going to reveal his maneuver just because this is kind of wonky. So he'll take 1 damage, so he'll lose 1 of his 2 shields. And so he's rescued 1 guy though, so that's his free action. And then Wedge, who's already stressed, is going to move forward 4, going after the shuttle. So he really wants those 4. If he kills the shuttle, he automatically wins the game. He's still stressed though. And then finally Darth Vader is going to bank to the left 1, as we already saw, because he wanted to rescue. And he gets 2 actions. He's going to barrel roll,
Very smart, very smart.
so that Luke is no longer in his firing arc. And then he's going to target lock Luke.
Oh.
Luke, I am your father. Prepare to die. Wedge will go first.
Yep.
Now Darth Vader can give a higher pilot skill to somebody, but he doesn't need to. So Wedge will fire, reducing me to agility 0.
0, and you're at
Arc range 2, so you get your 3 dice against nothing. This is it. Go. 2, so that knocks out my shields. I'm down to 0 shields. I can move forward 3. And then we got Darth Vader. He's going to fire at point blank range with 3 dice with the target lock into Luke. Use the Force, Luke. Okay, good thing we got target lock. So I will re-roll those 2. Actually, sorry, I'm gonna re-roll 1 of them because Howl Runner lets you re-roll 1 attack die. So then I will use target lock. All right,
2.
Only 2. After all of that baloney, and you got 2 defense dice. Oh, that works. So he loses his flat shield and he takes the damage. And Luke Skywalker will fire.
Well, I got to fire at the guys.
At the disabled ship. That's what he does. He fires at disabled ships. How brave is that?
Civilian target.
Yeah, civilian. So he's exposed. We forgot that he got less dice in the last turn, but I don't think you evaded anything anyway, so it didn't matter. And whoa!
Oh, 5 hits, but no.
That would have been an awesome hit against anybody else.
It would be.
No criticals though. Sorry, man. Howl Runner will fire. Is he in range 1 is the big question we all want to answer. Nope.
No.
So only 2 dice, but only against 1 of your agility. Oh, 1 hit. That's it. But only one evade chance.
Yep.
Oh, he evades it. But then the Saber Squadron pilot would have 4 dice. 1 hit and 1 critical.
That could kill me.
Did he? Oh, he took a super focus. And so this becomes a critical as well.
Oh boy. Then I'm dead, doesn't matter.
Yeah, no matter what you roll.
No matter what I roll.
Poor Luke.
Poor Luke.
He died. No, he failed it anyways. So Luke's gone. All right, so now I gotta escape. That's the name of the game at this point. The next turn, probably the last turn, he has to really try to kill this guy unless I'm miscalculating where he is. A-Wing gets to go first. He's level 1, and he's gonna just move forward 5 as fast as he can because he's got to try to capture those rebels. Rebels. Sorry, I keep saying rebels, but they're not rebels. They're rebels. And he's gonna target lock that disabled ship. Then the shuttle is gonna move forward 3. Yeah, it's just 1 more turn.
Oh.
Because look how close he is to the board.
Close.
Very close. That's as far as he can move. And he's going to focus just to help him stay alive a little longer. Sorry, he can't focus. He's stressed. Then the Saber Squadron pilot is going to bank forward 3.
You could probably... Well, I'm in range anyway.
He is going to super focus. Marksmanship. Oh wait, no, not wedge. We go lowest to highest. Howl Runner's next, and he is going to turn sharp right 3. And I think he might overlap something.
Nope. Oh, man.
No, just barely. He is going to give a free action to him, and so he is going to, I guess focus is kind of nonsense. He can't shoot me, so I might as well boost just to get into range 1. So I can really destroy that A-Wing as much as possible. And then Wedge is really going after him. 4 forward, but he's still stressed, so no extra focus or target locking. Just gotta go for it. Lastly, Darth Vader is going to do a hard left because he wants to get his butt out of there. His 2 actions, he is going to focus and evade, making him very hard to hurt. So Wedge is going to fire, reducing my agility to 0, gets 3 attack dice, which I don't get to do anything.
I need a crit.
You need to get like 3 crit.
3. I need a crit and then a direct hit.
Well, you got 1 crit.
Got 1 crit.
So unless it does something to stop me, I'm off the board. And the crit is 2 damage. That's what you wanted.
Still not enough.
Yeah, you needed to get 2 of those and a regular hit. And then Howl Runner is going to target. Not really going to be able to do much damage here. It's going to be at range 3, so it'll be 2 dice against 4. And gets 1 crit against 4. Hey, he evades it, just barely though. Interceptor, who's got super focus on, is going to fire. He's going to have 4 dice against your 3. Oh, 2 crits and 2 hits from the super focus, from the marksmanship, against 3 defense.
Come on, brother.
I rolled 3 evades. No evades. So he's dead? He's dead. Yeah, he's only got 2 hull and 2 shields.
Yeah, 4 hits.
Holy moly. Boom. He's gone. Wow. Saber Squadron Pilot. Awesome. And the target lock is gone on that.
Remember that one.
So I think that's
the game.
I think that's game because
fly off.
shuttle will fly off and then he won't be able to get back.
No.
I get to choose the corner that your reinforcements come in, so obviously I'm going to be choosing like those corners.
Yes.
And then Darth Vader can just fly.
Off.
I don't think you could capture guys.
No, one more turn, I may have been able to take you down. But...
And it's past 5 o'clock, so we got to go. But good game.
again.
I hope that you enjoyed that. I don't think there's going to be a post-game show for this because we don't have time. We got to go, so I apologize for that, vault members. But stay tuned for more X-Wing battle reports. I'm sure we'll play lots more. Play with all the new ships. We played with all the new ships now.
They're all good.
And I have to say, I like the shuttle. It's cool.
Yeah,
it's got some neat abilities. We didn't really get to see what it does. It was definitely good for this mission, which is what it came with. So it kind of makes sense that they would build a ship.
Close to there a couple of turns, maybe I would have. See, but
yeah. But
taking out Luke hurt.
Yeah, Luke.
Maybe I shouldn't have focused so much on Luke taking out the containers and doing right for the shuttle. But
yeah, because I don't get reinforcements.
That's right.
So maybe that would have been better. Who knows? Anyways, thank you for watching. This is Matthew and Andy. Happy wargaming.